Brought to you by Podcast City Network. You're listening to The Everett Lee Show. A shot of entertainment to the head. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment.
What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Everett Lee Show podcast, brought to you by the Podcast City Network. I am Everett Lee, and I'm not alone on this podcast for this week, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host is none other than McShaft.
Welcome, everybody. I'm fixing to get my taxes back, and I can't think of a more crazier thing to spend it on than $100 worth of temporary stick-on tattoos of unicorns. Let me ask you something there, since you got the spotlight on me. What is the most craziest thing that you would spend your tax money on?
I don't know.
Like something out of the ordinary. Like 100 tacos for $100.
You are crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? I want to buy at least one crazy thing, something like way out of the ordinary, that I can spend my money on.
This is how we're gonna start the show. Talking about tacos.
Well, it's tax season.
We're gonna definitely talk about tacos right at the beginning of the program, right? We're gonna talk about tacos and program.
You know what I'm gonna do?
And stuff.
You know what I could do? I could buy like 1,000 boxes of goldfish and then put them in my bathtub and then just sitting there and like 1,000 bags of just goldfish everywhere. What do you think about that?
Oh my God!
Would you do that?
Really?
Would you do that?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, could you imagine like swimming in a bathtub full of goldfish? How weird that might feel.
Oh,
especially if you get like a goldfish like stuck between
your
butt cheeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's like, I got one stuck, and you go to like squeeze, like, oh, whoop, and like it flies across the room.
It's been 2 weeks. Okay. McShaft was on here 2 weeks ago. I had Chris Carnage on here. I had Derek from the Grimlock Show. I have McShaft. I have myself.
Yeah.
And it just went crazy. And here we go again. At the beginning of 2018, he jumps right into it, man. Right before I try to get
who else we're just missing from that list?
What?
Peter Dinklage. We need him.
What?
Yeah. We need Peter Dinklage on here.
Well, since I mentioned Chris Carnage should be joining us soon. He's supposed to be calling in. It's going to automatically ring him in, and basically it's going to be like, hey, what's up? Hopefully we don't get...
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Let's hope we don't get that right there. But there's a lot to talk about on this program tonight on the Everett Lee Show.
Yes.
We got some stuff going on when Chris joins us. He has some announcements and a segment he's going to be talking about. He's going to talk about sports. We also got Tweeting Around. We're going to be talking about stuff going around on Twitter I've seen this week about a former 90s group saying no on a reunion.
What?
Also,
is that Local H? Goo Goo Dolls?
No.
Nirvana? Can't have them back together.
Why do I have to... Why? I don't know if anyone's heard, though, but Alexa's been freaking its owners out with random laughter. We're going to talk about that. Podcast co-host. You're supposed to have sleeveless top, man.
Sleeveless top? Okay, hang on. Let me just roll these. I mean, I could go shirtless, but I'd freak everyone out.
We're going to be talking about Marvel Netflix shows coming back. One's dropping tomorrow on Netflix.
Ooh.
McShaft with his random Reddit thread. And
working
some
on that
wrestling to end this program with. But before we get to any of that, we must talk about our sponsor of the Everett Lee Show and all the other shows on the Podcast City Network. We're talking about Sports Sanity. It's where clothes make the fan. You can head over to sportsanity.com and check out the wide selection of apparel that they offer for fans. And be sure to check out here soon in the future about the Podcast City Network merch that will be coming soon to everyone's fingertips. What do you think about that, McShaft?
I mean, I do like the occasional fingertip, so.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just a tip. Just a tip. But Chris Carnage should be ringing in any moment, and we should get down to business. But a lot's been going on here this week that I'm going to jump into with what I've been watching on TV.
Porn?
No, not that. Not that, no.
Was it
my
that,
hand, my hand hurts.
Was it that, that one show with that guy, Answer My Eyes Johnson?
No.
Remember? Hey, I'm Answer My Eyes Johnson, and we're here selling a bunch of discount appliances. I don't know how much they are, because I just got a bunch of ants in my eyes, and I can't see.
Nah, man. I've been, here lately, I've been watching the TV show Waco.
Ooh.
Yeah, Waco.
Ooh.
It's been really good. Been a really good show. I watched the 6-part miniseries, and me and my wife, we watched the thing about the A&E story about Waco, everything going on with that. That's been really good. And my question is for tonight, everyone that's checking out the Everett Lee Show right here on the Podcast City Network. I want people to call in on this phone number here, 386-206-1595. David Koresh. Was he a madman or Messiah?
How about a mad Messiah?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But a lot of the stuff that adds up in the thing about Waco, you're familiar with Waco, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I used to learn about it in school back in the day.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Everything that happened and everything that went on and stuff about with going on with David Koresh with the ranch there on Waco. Were they a crazy cult, or were they just people just not bothering anybody? You know,
I think they were just not bothering anybody.
Really?
I mean, before Waco, did anything actually happen with these people? Did they actually do anything?
No.
You see, they weren't harming anybody.
No, they weren't.
They're just getting together as like a fan club and just kind of culting together, you know?
Culting together?
I mean, haven't you ever wanted to be like, hey, what are we going to do this weekend? Well, I want to get a bunch of friends together and just do a little cult stuff.
Do a little cult stuff.
No?
Have you looked up any of the stuff and all the stuff, you know, that has been going on with that?
I looked up some random Reddit thread stuff here. I got some good ones for later.
Oh, I bet you
I also
do.
found a video of a 3-year-old on like a hoverboard spinning around in a circle. That was pretty cool. I'm still waiting to find that one video of the monkey who like sticks his finger in his butt and smells it and passes out. Remember that one from back in the day?
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I remember that. I remember all that back in the day. It's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. But we're expecting Chris Carnage to call in and get things squared away with everything that's going on with sports this week. He has a lot to talk about with sports going on and everything, which I think is going to be pretty awesome. He was telling me some stuff that was going to be going on, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see and hear everything that's going on with sports. And he should be calling in here shortly. But yeah, I want to know what you think about David Koresh, man. Was he a madman or was he a messiah?
I think he was a mad messiah.
You think he was a mad messiah?
Mad messiah.
Well, I don't know about that. My theory is that, well, it looks like...
What's your theory?
Well, I will tell you my theory here afterwards. After I pull this phone number up and actually I answer the phone here. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the podcast this week on the Everett Lee Show.
Peter
brought to you by the
Dinklage.
Podcast City Network. It's none other than the host of the Chris Carnage Show and the voice of CCE presents Chris Carnage.
Woo!
What's up?
Peter Dinklage can't stack up to me.
Well, technically, he runs a little short on most of his stacking up adventures.
Damn!
Did you see that picture they had online where it was a calendar at Game of Thrones and they put him under the February and he's like, the shortest month of the year, and he put, yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. I didn't.
And once again, Peter Dinklage falls short.
He falls short.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
So, Chris, the women listening to the show want to know: do you do all of your interviews shirtless?
Ooh.
Only when appropriate.
Only when appropriate.
So I start talking about some manly things, the shirt has to come off.
Boxers or briefs?
Neither.
Neither.
Oh, women, you hear that? Neither.
Imagine Mrs. Carnage that would end up F5ing any woman that would try to come in a 2-foot radius of.
Yes, she would. She would. I want to start out and asking Chris, what has been going on with sports this week? What's been going on with NFL, NBA, all that stuff? What's been going on? You're the guy.
Oh,
I know that I go to talking about sports.
Right now. There's so much going on. We just passed the March 6th, 4 p.m. franchise transition tagging period, which is a real big deal because a lot of teams, if they can't work out a deal with a player, but they don't want to let go of the player, they have an option to franchise tag them, which means they end up having to pay an average based upon the average pay for a player at a certain position. So we saw a lot of players, a lot of big name players get franchise tags, some even a little bit controversially. First off, Le'Veon Bell. He's already been franchise tagged for the 2017 season, and now Pittsburgh turned around and franchise tagged him again. However, Le'Veon Bell has threatened to literally sit out the entire season if he was tagged and they weren't able to work out a long-term. The thing is, the man wants a long-term deal. He wants to be able to lock it up so he doesn't have to worry about what he's going to be playing in the future. But now he's set on a 1-year franchise tag worth $14.511 million, which is 46% more than any other running back that's being paid in the league. So that's one of the big headlines. But one of the head scratchers that you see is wide receiver Jarvis Landry at the Miami Dolphins, who's franchise tag, because the Dolphins were literally shopping this man, trying to find a trade, but weren't able to find one. So now tagged so they can keep him before the deadline, and are now going to have to shell out almost $16 million next season just for him to play. If he wants to play, because now you enter into a situation where you have a player that doesn't want to play for you. So very kind of interesting situation going on there. Expectedly, though, the Dallas Cowboys were able to price tag DeMarcus Lawrence, their defensive end, $17.1 million. But apparently they're still working out a long-term deal after that season. So, that one could eventually work out. But in an interesting move, quarterback Case Keenum of the Minnesota Vikings led the Vikings all the way to the NFC Championship game against the Philadelphia Eagles, was not franchise tagged as expected, because now the Vikings apparently are moving to position themselves to acquire quarterback Kirk Cousins, formerly of the Washington Redskins, which means not one, not two, but 3 quarterbacks that were on the Minnesota roster are going to be gone.
Damn.
Jeez.
It's been great.
That is crazy, man.
See, and that's
all
the
that
reason
stuff
why I
going
like
out.
them, because stuff like that, it always makes them so interesting of a team to watch, just because you never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. But there is still more that has happened in just the past 48 hours. We have seen huge trades be agreed to that technically cannot be executed until the March 12th legal tampering period, which is the period where they can open negotiation. And then once the calendar year for the NFL starts on March 14th, all trades can be finalized. So what we saw in the past 48 hours is we saw the Rams middle linebacker Alec Ogletree be sent to the New York Giants with a huge move. Ogletree just signed a new deal going into last season that was worth $46 million. So with that, they're on looking at a huge amount of cap space. So the Giants will acquire Ogletree and a 2018 7th round pick. The Giants are going to give up a 4th and 6th round pick for the draft here in the next couple months. So huge move because Ogletree has compiled 502 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 6 interceptions, 42 passes defended, 12 forced fumbles, and 2 touchdowns in only 67 games since he was drafted 30th overall out of the University of Georgia back in 2013. So really huge playmaker that the Giants just picked up, which they need desperately after going 3-13 last season.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know why we're still in a national debt, because all the money is going to play the football players here.
When you look at their cap space, they're pushing $120, $130 million a year of cap space, and it's crazy how much some of these players get paid.
Yeah,
Like,
that is.
for instance, the next person who's become the hot ticket news item right now is that Seattle has executed a trade with the Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles. They'll be sending their star three-time Pro Bowler defensive end, Michael Bennett, and a 7th round pick to the Eagles for no-name wide receiver Marcus Johnson and a 5th round pick. Huge steal in this. And just to put it in perspective, Bennett was second on the Seahawks with 8.5 sacks last season and led all defensive linemen in playing time by a very, very large margin. But on the flip side, he does turn 33 in November and dealt with knee injuries and a torn plantar fascia in his foot during the season. So, it's kind of a lot of crazy stuff with that. So how it works out, we don't know. Either way, he's guaranteed $8 million going into the season.
Wow.
I wish someone would pay me that much money for doing something.
Yeah, I do too, man.
Beautiful, buttery voice. I don't know why I don't get paid $8 million.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
I don't get it. I mean,
Exactly.
well, it's just like I was telling everyone here earlier before we got on the show. I went to Strawberry Festival this past weekend over in Tampa, and over there where they have like all the animal auctions that you figure cows, pigs, chickens, whatever. So apparently these kids grow plants, different type of plants like flowers and like ferns and stuff, and little trees, and they auction them off. And this one girl, she had to be maybe probably freshman year of high school or so. She grew this tree, and it was nothing special. It was maybe 5'7", 5'8", just a normal looking tree. Damn thing sold for $650 for a damn tree.
Jeez.
I am doing something wrong with my life.
I think we all are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a tree, like nothing special. There's no flower. It's just literally the trunk and some leaves right there, but $650.
And for whatever reason, we decided to go into podcasting.
I know.
I mean, if y'all want to start growing trees, I guess.
So make sure to check out our merch store for the official Podcast City Network trees.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. We got ourselves a staghorn fern up here for about $820. Go on and buy that. You can set it in your front lawn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jackpot.
Well, you know what? I actually just received some breaking news.
Yes.
There's apparently been a little bit of controversy around this Bennett trade to the Philadelphia Eagles. Apparently, the New England Patriots came in at the last minute, tried to offer a 3rd round pick for Michael Bennett and a 5th round pick from the Seattle Seahawks. So
Really?
apparently, there's a lot of teams clamoring, some that even had a better offer than what the Eagles had. Very interesting things that worked out that way.
Yeah.
See, this is my whole thing. We got guys here throwing a football around, making millions of dollars. We got high school kids here growing trees, making thousands of dollars. I mean, come on now. Have fish started to fly and have birds started to swim here? I just don't get it.
I don't either. I don't either.
I think I'm gonna go write a book or something. Maybe that's my key. I'm gonna write a novel and get it published and make a New York Times best-selling list.
Well, I wrote a novel and it did pretty good, man. I did. I mean, you've read it.
Have you put that up on the Podcast City merchandise page yet?
No,
You should. That'd be cool.
I should. I still got copies.
Like you listen to him every week. Now you can read his stories.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So make sure to check the Podcast City Network merchandise page for the all-new book.
The story of Everett Lee. Why I chose to not do gay porn and do podcasting.
The Philadelphia Eagles said they were not going to trade their Super Bowl MVP quarterback Nick Foles, but apparently a lot of teams have been inquiring. And I tell you what, there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback now. So
Yes.
apparently the Eagles are actually fielding trade offers for the Super Bowl MVP. So very interesting thing that could happen there. But an even bigger rumor going on is that the Seattle Seahawks might actually release Richard Sherman, their all-star Legion of Boom quarterback.
Damn.
Might actually be gone. It's just interesting, especially if that happens, because then where does the all-star quarterback Richard Sherman?
Exactly.
We got someone here on the live chat here. Mr. Camden Cruz is on here, and he says,
What's
there
up?
are flying fish. Now, do they actually fly? I thought they just kind of just like jump out of the water and kind of just like glide. Do they really fly?
Who knows? Who knows?
Probably.
I don't know.
All I know is that I need to start growing trees, I think, or something, you know?
For real, make the real money.
It's like, what do you got here?
Yeah, man.
I got this tree. I'll sell it to you for like, I don't know, $150,000. Well, what's so special about it? I grew it. I mean,
It's all natural.
look at that bush.
I know.
You know, the one thing, though, I've always wanted to maybe try is like a pressure washing business.
Yeah.
Make some good money doing that.
Well, I'll tell you.
Podcast City pressure washing.
Podcast City pressure. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my
So much
goodness.
damn pressure.
Well, I don't know why my soundboard, because it's probably not updated. Let's do that again. Damn.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. We got that damn in there. That's right. I'll tell you this, though. I will definitely tell you this. One thing I love enjoying about the Podcast City Network is all the programming and all the shows that we have on the network. I love them. I love listening to them. We got a great bunch of shows, especially one show, the Chris Carnage show, man. That show is freaking rolling, man. Chris.
Oh, yeah, it is. We're only 2 episodes in. If you missed last week's episode, we had Tyler McDaniel of the newly signed Monotheist come on, talk about their new album, Scourge. That's going to be dropping March 16th. Make sure you can go on and pre-order that through their Facebook page and website with Prosthetic Records. And I tell you what, that album's heavy. I heard a little bit of it, listened to their new music video. Oh, man, it's so heavy. But on next week's episode, I guess I shouldn't say next week. We are already there. Come Friday, we're going to be coming out with the next episode of the Chris Carnage Show, episode 3. It's going to be all about the NFL draft. So
Oh.
make sure that you check it out. We're going to be checking out the draft preview and going over the combine results and see who's going to go where during the NFL draft.
Yes. That's going to be freaking awesome, man. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, right there. There is the Chris Carnage Show logo right there. And
Oh, yeah. Always awesome. Make sure you check out the Chris Carnage Show only on the Podcast City Network.
Well,
You know what I was discussing? Speaking of podcasts, you know what I was discussing today? I was discussing, there we go, radio. Like, you get in your car, turn on the radio.
yeah.
I was hanging out with my birth givers today, my parents. And
Birth givers.
they don't have
Don't talk like a dang millennium, man.
millennium.
It's your mom and dad.
They don't have the satellite XM radio in their cars,
Oh.
and I'm used to having it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like really kind of listening to the radio, and I'm like, this is why I have XM radio, because there's a ton of commercials, and they only play maybe 50 bands, and they play the same songs from those bands over and over and over again. And when they have talk segments,
What's up, Doug?
the talk segments are not that interesting. I would much rather listen to our podcast, which has way more, I'd say, entertaining conversations in it. And I'd rather listen to satellite XM radio for my music because they constantly update the playlists and the bands and stuff. So, we're cruising down the road, cruising down the street, my 6'4", and they started playing Aerosmith, Sweet Emotions. I'm like, Why? That should be on the classic radio station. I just maybe appreciate XM satellite radio.
Yeah,
more.
satellite radio is so much. It's so much better. It is so good. Satellite radio is. I love it. I love listening to it on the way to work in the mornings. I listen to the Jim and Sam Roberts show. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. I listen to them. I jump on volume 106 and listen to the talk on music, which is freaking awesome. I wish I could listen to it in the afternoon when Eddie Trunk comes on with Trunk Nation, but I'm not able to because since I'm at work at that time. And there's no way for me to catch the replay of that when it comes back on at night because I'm usually asleep when it replays back on at 9 or 11, or I'm doing something else right now. But I do enjoy that. I do enjoy listening to satellite radio. And it's just freaking awesome. And there's something else I do enjoy that's coming up here pretty soon. And you know what that is, Chris, don't you?
What's that?
Oh, I think I do. And I think you're talking about March 17th, Draft Day.
That's right.
Network at City Limits Tap for the St. Patty's Day party. Tell you what, it's going to be a great time. There's going to be $2 pints of Green Bud Light, $3 pints of Guinness. We're going to have Gun Shy for live entertainment. We're even going to have a bagpipe. So make sure you come out. We're also going to have to be announced special guest that we're going to be joining on draft day at 7 p.m. So make sure to come out and join us. It's going to be a great time. Free food, fun entertainment. Be there.
I think I'm going to get me a kilt.
And what else is going on during draft day?
Oh, we're also going to have the birthday party of one Camden Cruz.
That's right there. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Let's go ahead and play this for Camden Cruz. This is for you, Camden. America, fuck yeah! Be sure to check us out March 17th at City Limits Tap Room in DeLand, Florida.
Come on down, meet us in person, shake our hands, talk to us, buy Camden a shot, and get him drunk.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Get me drunk.
Right.
Get anybody drunk. Come down and hang out with us. I won't bite hard.
It's going to be great, man. Draft day, same day, March 17th at City Limits Tap Room. We're going to have a St. Patty's Day party. We're going to have Camden Cruz's birthday bash. It can't get any better than that. We're going to have Gun Shy performing there. Entertainment starts at 9 p.m. $2 Green Bud Lights.
Yeah.
And $3 Guinness, man. And free corned beef and cabbage. You cannot go wrong with that.
And McShaft in a kilt. Whether or not I'll be wearing something underneath, I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
I have the right to bare arms and bare ass.
Is that we have already announced the next draft day. April 20th, City Limits Tap Room for City Limits 420 Food and Reggae event. They're going to have Cracker Jack's Mobile Kitchen there for the 420 themed menu. And I tell you what, they're going to have, I can't remember the name of the band now, but they're going to have live entertainment with Reggae band. It's going to be really amazing. Tell you what, Podcast City Network's getting things rolling.
Yeah, we are definitely getting things rolling. And once we get the poster up and everything for the April 20th event, we'll have that up on the Podcast City Network Facebook page, facebook.com/Podcast City Network if you're not already viewing. And Doug, you will be there. That's right. You're going to be there.
All right.
Doug, yeah, Doug. Let's give him a yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I thought it was more like, yep. Yep.
Yep. I got to get to movement on here. That is awesome.
C. For all our Hispanic viewers out there. C. Dos cerveza.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Wow. We got a lot going on. We're going to jump into some programming here, ladies and gentlemen.
What do we got?
What do we got? As mentioned before, let me just mention this again.
He's going to mention it again?
David Koresh.
Yes.
The man that led the group in Waco. Was he a madman or was he a messiah? See the number right there? right there.
386.
And let us know what you think about the Waco incident back in '93. Was he a crazy cult leader, or was he a person minding his own business and the man stepped on him?
Oh, you know what? For people that are listening to audio of this and can't see it, 386-206-1595.
Let's throw that up on your screen
Still
there.
official.
Official. Yeah. Where
Get
is-
it.
I'm
Get it
trying to
going.
find it.
Ah,
I
get her done.
I'm gonna get it done. That's not going.
That's right. Phone numbers, call stuff.
That's right.
I
If
think
I
I'm going to
can't
start
find the
my
damn
own like
number-
1-900 service number.
Oh my.
So,
God.
yeah, I just want to throw this out here so no one can steal my idea. So, apparently a good way to make extra side cash is to like create your own 1-900 number and charge like $10 a minute and then sign up for all these like advertisements and promotions and stuff online for like credit cards and things and stuff. And then when they start calling you to talk to you, you know, it's like $10 a minute. And then you just get a bunch of free money.
That's one way to do it.
I know, right? Can you
Yeah,
imagine
that's only one way to do that right there.
That'd be
It
sick.
is.
Can you imagine that? Like, you know, like Wells Fargo calls you to sign up for a credit card, and you sit there and bullshit with them for like an hour, and it's $10 a minute. You just walk out there with like 10 grand.
Like, I want to know every inch of what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
You sure every inch?
Damn!
Call 1-900 McShaft.
Oh my
Just
god.
sounds dirty, doesn't it?
My soundboard. Let's do it again. I'm gonna be playing sounds
Toasty.
twice on here. Oh, we need Toasty. Okay.
Rusty.
Well, I don't. Do I have it on here anymore? Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Because.
Here's Johnny.
All right.
What's our next segment here?
Our next segment we're going to be doing is tweeting around. What is
Ooh.
tweeting around?
Wait, what is
on
tweeting around?
Twitter?
Are you tweeting or Twitter?
Tweeting around. What's tweeting around on the internet?
Ooh,
That's
okay.
what's going on.
Let's see what we got here.
We're talking about a group of gals. We'll actually say it's a group of gals.
That's
that,
a group of cougars now.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
And we ain't talking about the Sanford Zoo.
No, we're not talking about
The
that.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, we're talking about the Spice Girls. Remember the Spice Girls? Because you know what you really, really want?
The Baby Spice. That's what I wanted.
You
She
want-
was hot. She had a blonde. She
Ginger was
cute.
hot. Ginger was
Yeah,
hot.
I mean, she was okay. Yeah, I like Baby Spice.
I liked it because it was what I really, really want. Because what you... Come on, man. You know the song. Everyone knows the
No,
damn song.
I didn't really listen to the Spice Girls. I'm sorry.
It played the hell out of it on the damn radio.
I did watch the movie, but I
Yeah.
didn't listen to the music.
Yeah, apparently I just saw this and I thought I had to share it because I thought it was funny. It looks like Posh Spice, the one that's married to the famous athlete
David Beckham.
David Beckham. Yeah, apparently she's out. She's like, no
Why?
reunion. Nope.
Why?
I don't know. It's just apparently here on this report it says that
She can't leave
reported
her
Victoria
$15
Beckham might
billion
be out of
mansion?
any possibility of Spice Girl reunion. Mel C also said that none of them have received invites to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding yet.
Okay.
So they're not doing a reunion because they weren't invited or no one called. Oh, really? I guess the world's not ready for a reunion with
Yeah.
middle-aged women still dancing around like it's 1995.
Isn't that Britney Spears all over again?
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Toxic.
Yeah, that's
Oh baby, baby.
that's crazy.
I wasn't
I don't know.
supposed
I don't
to
know.
know
I
that.
thought that was it funny because
I'm
I'm
a
like,
genie
oh my
in a
god.
bottle, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta rub me the right
Yeah.
way, honey.
Posh Spice is out of the girls' reunion. Look at that, ziggy ziggy zom. And you can see some people are like, oh my god, they're so devastated. I don't really care if they got back together or not. I mean, long as they still look good, you know.
I'd rather go see a Christina Aguilera reunion show.
A Christina Aguilera reunion show.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a reunion with herself?
I mean, she probably does need to. She's like, okay, Christina, get back to the way you were. Let's make some money, make some good music.
I don't know, man. I was torn between both of them, man. You had Britney Spears, you had Christina Aguilera.
Christina
Who was
Aguilera.
hotter?
Christina
Who was
Aguilera
hotter?
all the way.
Who was hotter?
Christina Aguilera.
I may have to go with Britney because she kissed Madonna.
So
I like that girl on girl
Christina-
action,
Is it going
man.
to be pre-freak out and hair shave or no?
that's right. Yeah, see, at least my pop star didn't shave her head and go all crazy like yours. Can you imagine, like, I kind of remember when that happened, and I mean, could you imagine, like, being around her, like, as a friend when that happened? Like, oh, there goes Britney again. She's out charging people $10 to rub her head. She just shaved it.
All I got to say is that Doug said he's not ready for a Spice Girl reunion. If Doug's not ready for a Spice Girl reunion, it's not happening. Doug said so.
Oh, definitely not.
Doug, who's your favorite 90s pop
Yeah, on the
star
chat
girl?
right there. Yeah.
Who's your favorite one?
Who was the best looking Spice Girl to you guys?
Spice Girl. I thought they were talking about Christina Aguilera.
Chris. Okay, all right, let's do that then.
Oregano. She was the sixth member that nobody knew about.
Ah, Reagan. Oh my God.
Get on my chicken.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Wow. But you know what?
Well, you know who is back together on tour right now? I think right now is it NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or something like that?
I don't know.
Justin
NSYNC?
Timberlake and somebody. Justin
No,
Timberlake
it's
and somebody
Backstreet.
else.
I think it's
I don't remember.
Backstreet Boys or
I mean, they're-
New Kids on the Block or something.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're all back together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, I think they need to just like suck it up, get back together as far as Spice Girls go, and then they all need to get together: Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears, and just do some massive, just like '90s pop tour, and just like rake in just ungodly amounts of money, and then just say that's it, done, no more.
Yeah, they could. They could. Doug said Lita Ford would be nice, but you know she was my age. Lita Ford, she could still rock, man. She got out with Hailstorm not too long ago.
What's the one I like?
I know-
Who's the girl that played in The Grinch Who Stole Christmas? That's the singer now.
Who?
I'm saying who was that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's not Shakira. I don't care.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever see the spoof where they did Danzig doing Shakira's Hips Don't Lie?
Oh my God.
Dude, if you get a chance to go on YouTube, you type in like Danzig Hips Don't Lie. It's the greatest thing ever.
Well, I got the power of the
he's
internet
got
at
it.
my fingertips right now.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Like they literally take like the Shakira video and they mix it up with like a Danzig video, and they got the guy doing a voiceover and he sounds like Danzig, and he's like Danzig, like make Danzig want to speak Spanish. Burrito, Dorito.
Here,
like
here
that.
it is.
It's the
I'll
greatest
play
thing
just.
ever.
I'll play a second of it. Hopefully, Facebook
With
don't
an
kick me off.
empanado.
Yes. Here we go. Let me pull this
See
up
if you
here.
can play it. It's great
Everyone
because,
doing the live
because,
stream, you're gonna
because
love this
they
right
made it like
here.
all punk rock
You're gonna
sounding,
love
like
this.
Danzig too.
You'll love
like
this.
The music. So you can play it.
Let's see. What the hell?
It's the greatest thing ever made. Danzig and Shakira. And they have like a random wolf that pops up. He's like, go!
Yeah, here we go. Here comes.
There's that wolf again. Hey, Danzig, want to speak Spanish? I wonder how you say Danzig in Spanish. Oh my god.
God, it's killing me.
Hey Chris, how do you say Danzig in Spanish?
Wow.
I'm saying, that thing right there almost broke the internet. It's that good.
You never seen that, Chris?
That is my first time.
Oh man, that's the greatest thing ever.
That is.
Oh man.
Oh, I bet the people were that's viewing the live stream right now.
It's like, what was that? Like, why is Danzig singing with Shakira?
Well, I wanted to see if everyone's awake. So.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
What?
So how do you say? Camden wants to know, how do you say Danzig in Spanish?
El Danzigo.
El Danzigo.
Sounds like the cousin of Alberto Del Rio.
Dude, did you hear that? So apparently he had a meeting with Vince McMahon, and McMahon wants to bring friggin' Alberto Del Rio back again. It's
no.
Why?
Insert LOL sound here.
It's just like, oh, we're gonna bring Bobby Lashley back, and it's like everyone's like, why?
Yeah, because
Time for a reboot.
Now one thing I want to ask you, McShaft, is that you got Alexa, right?
Alexa? Yeah, I do have an Alexa. It's not the big dot; it's the smaller dot thing, whatever it is.
Well, apparently, yours.
It's not the Echo; it's the dot. That's what it is.
Now, has yours been doing random laughter and been doing defiance?
No, but here's what happened. We were watching, I think it was Grey's Anatomy or something, and they started screaming to one of the nurses, which her name was Alexis, and it turned on Alexa in the kitchen and started playing like Offspring or music or something like that, and it freaked us out.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh my god! Apparently, Amazon Alexa user has been saying that the device has been laughing during inappropriate moments and doing things like reading off names of funeral homes and unprompted stuff. Amazon told The Verge that it's working on a fix. Now check this out here. Listen, here we go.
It's self-aware.
If I can.
Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet. A lot of people is saying the Echo gadgets are doing witch-like laughters and refuse to obey their owners.
At my old job, we used to call our security system Skynet because it would randomly turn on the sprinkler systems outside and the lights would go on and off, like whenever it wanted.
Now
we
listen,
couldn't figure out how to fix it, so we just called it Skynet.
This is what it's been doing. Here, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean,
I tell you what, if I heard that in the middle of the night, I'd probably have a gun in my hand to shoot.
I know, right? Can you imagine that? And it's just like you turn the corner and just like take out Alexa, and it's just like, I'm sorry.
Read this tweet right here, McShaft. Read this right here.
Replying because this creepy thing happened last night. We got home and totally unprompted, our Amazon Echo / Alexa started talking, and then I realized it was listening off local cemeteries and funeral homes. I'd rather it laugh at me, to be honest. That's kind of weird.
And then this one here. Mine will sit upstairs in the bedroom. No one was home besides me and the dogs. And my upstairs dog, I call her that because, one, dogs stay downstairs at night to sleep on the couch, LOL. The other comes to bed at night with us. Alexa is in the trash. I thought I was losing my mind. Is that not messed up or what,
that's
man?
Some stuff.
That is some messed up stuff. So, Alexa owners, if you have Alexa, all right, and you experience anything that's going crazy,
shoot it, burn it. It's self-aware.
Amazon's working on a fix, so you'll be fine. Just unplug the damn thing. You know, Skynet is taking over.
Well, you know what? I got the Fire Stick.
You know, it's going to be like, do you think I need you?
I got the Fire Stick, and on the Fire Stick remote, it has a button where you can speak into it, and Alexa can like operate your TV and stuff for you too. So I mean, she's everywhere.
Yeah, and like
you can't change your name to something else.
I know.
You know,
and like I mentioned before, Chris McShaft, you guys are my co-host on the Everett Lee Show, correct?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are going to probably have to do the latest fashion for podcast co-hosts, sleeveless tops.
That's too much
Sleeveless
sexy for the
tops.
world, man.
Wait a minute.
I charge for that.
Wait a minute. Wait,
Right here.
I mean,
Right
so
here. Look.
so
One. Okay, an
a
online
sleeveless
retailer.
top. So they mean a tank top.
Look, like this right here. Look, I'm showing it right here. Look at this. An online retailer right here. Okay. Monocloth is selling garment apparently inspired by co-hosting a podcast. oh God.
Hey, for all you watching the video version, I just went sleeveless. Look at that. Look at that. I don't get it. Why is this a thing?
Yeah, I don't either. It's like what's funny is this one person tweeted out and said this losing and flowing mothcloth namesakes label top makes your outfit just as clever insight to share with your digital audience.
I think what I'm missing I think I'm missing a big zipper down the front of my shirt to kind of show off some of my cleavage or something.
And for the record, one person tweeted out, for the record, the official podcast intern look is a flannel that's been worn for 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Chris?
That's like buying ripped jeans. What's the point?
Yeah. So podcast co-hosts
It's just
now
like when Brittany comes home with these pair of jeans and it's got like 3/4 of the jeans are like ripped up with holes, and it's like, how much? I hope you got a discount on those jeans because you're literally buying like a quarter pair of jeans here. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't get it.
You know, if I want to do that, I can just go put up a pair of jeans and just go run down and just slide down the driveway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it either, man. It's like really. I saw that and I'm like, really? So
and then it's like there's like people wear these
now?
jeans out with like all the holes in the front, and then they're like, oh, it's cold outside. It's like, well, probably because you're wearing jeans with a bunch of holes in them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't get it, man. You know, it's just freaking crazy. It is.
Well, I'm not wearing socks. Does that count for anything?
You're not wearing socks.
I mean, it's like, well, our podcast can be based off of how little clothing the co-host is wearing.
Yeah, that's I
Get dangerous real fast.
I know, right?
I know, man. It's gonna get dangerous
So people
really
like
fast.
to go ahead and pay $4.99 per episode.
But I hope I don't drop something. I have to bend over and pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, only towards the camera.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if anyone knows about this though, but starting tomorrow, season 2 of Jessica Jones is dropping. Has anyone
Who?
seen the trailer of that?
Who?
Jessica Jones.
Who's that?
It's a Netflix show along with Marvel's Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. It's going to be awesome.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, well, check this out right here real quick. This is the trailer. If we could get this thing to play.
Whoa. So,
Third glass
she's
tonight.
drunk.
Put it on my tab.
Drinking to remember.
All right, before I play the rest of this.
Giving a shit won't get.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She said a bad word there.
Oh, I know. Ooh.
I mean,
Something's been brought to my attention.
What's that?
What's that?
Huh?
Better hope we don't get the FCC.
Oh, FCC.
Yeah, screw the FCC. Well, Chris, I got your message.
That's right. Chris Carnage is a busy man. Got to take care of other things.
Yes.
But make sure that if you want to keep up with Chris Carnage, that you go on to social media on Facebook at /Chris Carnage Official or on Twitter at Planet Carnage. What's on my merch? Go to ccpresents.bigcartel.com and go get you some. And remember, go watch the Chris Carnage Show only on Podcast City Network.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chris, for jumping on and hanging out with us on this episode of the Everett Lee Show.
Currently on
Always
Instagram.
make some time for you guys. Love coming on the Everett Lee Show.
Awesome.
Always a good time.
Hell yeah, it is. Chris, we'll holler at you later, man.
Take care.
All right, you too, man. You too.
So currently on Instagram, Kevin Bird, or AKA Kevin fucking Bird is just shredding on his guitar right now as his kitty cat watches him.
No, really.
So if you haven't already, check out Kevin Bird on Instagram at KevinBird1 at Instagram. You should right now because it's Kevin fucking Bird. That's why.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jessica Jones Season 2 is dropping tomorrow on Netflix. If you've watched the first season of Jessica Jones, I suggest that you check out Season 2. Season 2 is going to be more action-packed, more drama, more everything that's going to be going on.
More
and
drama
it looks
for
like
your
there's
mama.
a hand back behind me right there.
Woo!
What is that?
What is
I want
that?
you to read that. They just passed a law for Florida for gun control.
Oh, breaking news right now, ladies and gentlemen.
What website is that?
This right here is WFTV9. Looks like, yeah, that's my wife back here poking her out. It looks like on Monday, the Florida State Senate passed a gun bill, which includes adding more school safety and security officers at school. It also gives more funding to mental health resources. The bill also includes the Marshall Program, which allows employees who were trained by law enforcement to carry guns inside schools.
Yep, protect.
Yes. The bill also raises the minimum age of rifle purchases to 21 with a 3-day waiting period.
What about people with concealed permits?
Yeah.
No waiting
that's
period.
the question right there.
Didn't say. I
Probably
think
no
that's pretty
waiting.
Interesting, which the gun.
It is. It is. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that right there. What, I mean, I don't know.
Random Reddit.
Random Reddit.
Random Reddit.
Let me get this out here real quick.
Get it out. Do it. Do it. Push it out.
Since Jessica Jones is coming out tomorrow, it looks like we have a release date for the season 2 of Luke Cage as well. It looks like the first teaser trailer for Luke Cage popped up, and it looks like Luke Cage will be returning on Netflix for season 2 with an all-new episodes on June 22nd of this year. It'll be on Netflix, exclusively on Netflix. So, with that said right there, that's enough of tweeting around right there, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like we're going to be getting into our next segment here, which is McShaft's favorite one. We're going to be talking about the random Reddit thread. So here we go. Here is the random Reddit thread, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Random Reddit thread.
All right.
Alrighty. All right.
Let's change the
some
tweeting
good
around
stuff
to
here.
our random Reddit thread for this week.
Got some good stuff here.
Yeah. All right. What's going on with the random Reddit thread this week,
Okay.
McShaft?
Alrighty.
Let me set this up here.
So, this one's on the Reddit forums, random facts.
Mm-hmm.
You fart about a balloon's worth of gas every day.
What?
Okay? So, an entire day of farting, you pretty much fart out enough gas to fill a balloon. Basically, is what that says.
Really?
Just think about that.
Really?
I mean, maybe more so than others to some people, but yeah. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate holiday. So on September 19th, you can talk like a pirate. Are you ready for that, matey?
Don't know, matey.
More people are killed each year from bees than from snakes.
They are.
Yeah.
Why's that?
Probably because more people have an allergy from bees than the snakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I figure
I mean-
people walk around quite a bit.
Giraffes and rats can last longer without water than camels.
I could believe that. I definitely could believe
Well, I mean,
that.
because camels have the hump which stores water. You think they'd be able to, right?
Yeah, you would. You definitely think they would last longer.
Yeah, a giraffe
Yeah.
and a rat. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Twinkies originally had banana-flavored filling, but switched to vanilla when World War II brought the banana trade to a halt. So you think about that, okay? World War II, a.k.a. the Nazi regime, pretty much ruined banana-filled Twinkies. They gave us vanilla-filled Twinkies instead.
That's just messed up.
It
man.
adds into something.
Yeah, I know. That is just messed up. It is.
If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it cannot jump. It's practically its leg. So, I mean,
wow.
Yeah. And the last one on today's random Reddit segment, people say bless you when you sneeze because your heart stops for a millisecond.
Huh.
So think about that. Every time you sneeze, your heart stops for a millisecond.
That is crazy.
That's why people say bless you.
That is.
I watch you sneeze right now. I'm like, oh my God, it stopped for a millisecond.
That is messed up.
Did you know that 90% of people laugh even harder when they try to explain why they're laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before. I definitely have done that before. I have definitely.
An average 4-year-old asks about 437 questions a day.
I could believe that. My daughter hasn't got there yet, but she will eventually get to that point.
You got 2 more years, and you're going to be answering about 437 questions a day.
Oh my God! Don't remind me. Do not remind me.
And you know what most of them are going to be?
What?
Why?
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 Why? Why?
Why?
Why? Why?
Can I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No. Why?
Why?
Because dinner's almost ready. Why?
Why?
Because I'm in cooking.
Why? Well, before we jump into the in-ring report, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's see what's going on with our Podcast City network here.
Why?
Because we got to run this advertisement to
Why?
let people know what's going on with the
Why?
Podcast City network.
Why?
There we go.
Hey fans, here at Podcast City Network, we have a lot of great shows.
We have a wide variety of shows that cover the landscape in podcast, a podcast for anyone and everyone.
Such as The Chris Carnage Show,
The Everett-LeeShow,
ELS Uncut,
Super Radio Brothers,
Imaginarium with Scott and Todd,
Forking Around with Cody,
The Grimlock Show.
and Films of Classic.
And you can catch these and a whole bunch more only on podcastcity.net or on all of our great social media outlets.
Head over to facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit that thumbs up. You can send a tweet to Podcast City Network on Twitter at Podcast City Net.
So make sure that you join us for all this only on Podcast City Network.
You know what time it is? It's time for the in-ring report.
Pew, whoop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the in-ring report for this week. Brought to you by the Podcast City Network and the Everett-LeeShow. All right, got some Raw and Smackdown Live going on. And not much of anything and everything. So, McShaft, you catch Raw this past Monday?
I did.
You did.
What did I think about
What did you think about the opening segment? What did you think? You didn't care for it.
I didn't care for a majority of it.
The opening segment was good because I love some Triple H and Kurt Angle getting it on, not in that way, but I thought it was really neat how they after all these years, if you remember back during the Attitude and post-Attitude era, did they not have great chemistry?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. I haven't seen that in a long time, and I enjoy it because they got a history together. Stephanie has a history with Kurt. Triple H all three of them have a history with each other, And then you take someone who's basically living out their dream, Ronda Rousey. You put her in the mix, and you get your match for WrestleMania. A lot of us knew that was going to happen, and we sat back and just waited and counted the days when they were going to make the announcement and how that was going to happen, and it happened. So, yeah, we're getting a mixed tag match. And like I said before,
Yeah.
I think, and in a lot of ways, I'm glad that Ronda's not having a one-on-one match for her debut match at WrestleMania, because she still has a lot of work ahead of her. And even after Mania, when they take Paul Heyman, which have been rumors going around from a lot of internet dirt sheet sites have saying that Paul Heyman's going to get stuck with Ronda, and when that happens, okay, that's going to help her, and she won't have to say much because he will be the advocate for Ronda Rousey. But hopefully she can learn and pick up some good promo and mic skills with Paul Heyman. You know?
I have just from my wrestling sources been handed some breaking news in the wrestling world, particularly NXT.
Let's let me play the sound. All right, let me turn up the soundboard here. All right, okay, all right, hold on, ready? 3, 2, 1. What do we got?
It was announced from tonight's NXT TV tapings that WWE will introduce a new title to NXT, titled the North American Championship.
Really?
William Regal came out to make the announcement in the ring and said the inaugural champion will be crowned at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, the weekend of WrestleMania. EC3 made his debut, saying that it was nice of Regal to create a title to give to him on his first night. Regal reminded him that nobody is handed anything here, and he would be one of the 6 men competing in a ladder match for that title at TakeOver.
Oh, snap.
Updated.
Dude,
Killian Dane.
That's great.
Killian Dane,
Uh-huh.
Lars Sullivan, Adam Cole, EC3, Velveteen Dream, and Ricochet are all confirmed for the ladder match.
Who do you want to win? Oh, Dan, that's great talent right there, man.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole? You want Adam Cole?
Yes.
Adam Cole, baby. I need to get that on here. Adam Cole, baby.
So far, for the NXT TakeOver New Orleans, we have the NXT Championship, which was Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler?
Shayna Baszler.
The
Shayna
NXT
Baszler.
Tag Team Championships and Dusty Road Classic winners. We got the Undisputed Era versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne versus the Authors of Pain.
Oh, there you go. Pete
Yes.
Dunne and Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
the
I know,
UK
right?
champion and
Yeah.
Roderick Strong. That's my pick that's going to win it. That's my pick right there. Because the first year we see Finn Balor, Samoa Joe win it. The second year we seen the Authors of Pain win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. This year I'm going with Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. I'm going with them. That's my pick to win the Classic this year. That is definitely my pick. Okay? Definitely is. Now, jump back over to Raw and SmackDown. Not much really happened. I mean, there was this week SmackDown. They're promoting everything there is. Raw. Let me just say this: Raw. I just fell asleep because I just wasn't too impressed. SmackDown. I stayed up late as I can and watched it. I went back, and the main event ended up being the 5 guys that was going to be in that 6-man pack challenge for the WWE Championship. But one thing I had to say is that Cena was absent, and rumor is, and what news is maybe spoiling about what John Cena's doing, okay? He is not advertised for any shows for the Blue Brand from here on out after Fastlane. You'll see him at Fastlane, but after that, it's going to be all on the Raw brand. Okay.
To be honest, I mean, I think John Cena doesn't even need to be at WrestleMania this year. He can just go quietly, go off and do something else and retire.
But
nope.
There's Undertaker. Now I'm going to get to my point of I'm going to get my point about WrestleMania here in a minute. But before I do, let me pull up here Fastlane. Okay. What is there anything you're really looking forward to WWE Fastlane?
The 50-man pack challenge for the WWE title. I mean, they just keep throwing people in there left and right every week.
Now let me bring up a question here. Let me ask you. What about Owens and Zayn, man? Sami Zayn.
I love what they do with them.
It don't look like it's
Unfortunately,
it's
SmackDown
a little shaky there.
Unfortunately, SmackDown viewership has dropped significantly leading into Fastlane.
Yeah. Well, with Sami Zayn
See,
now
so
and
here-
Owens,
oh.
now it looks like Owens is getting mad now because Sammy's outshining him.
This is my another point right here on why I say John
Here, let me
Cena.
fix this.
Why I say John Cena just needs
Hold
to go
on,
away.
we have
Wait,
technical
that's what it is.
difficulty here.
So why I'm saying John Cena should just go away and not be at WrestleMania, okay? It's because of comments like this. John Cena says Rob Gronkowski and going to WWE, he would be a perfect fit. Really? He's probably the same guy. He's probably the same guy that wanted Bobby Lashley back.
But let me ask
God.
you. Do you think Owens is going to turn on Sami Zayn like he did Jericho?
I think Sami Zayn's going to beat Owens to the punch and turn on him.
That might happen because he's predictable. Because because Owens is getting mad because Sami basically is looking out for him and not looking out for both of them. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I'm interested now to see how Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coexist now because they're both going after one thing. Can two guys' friendship last when they're both going after the same thing?
I mean, Triple H and
opportunity?
Stone Cold did when they were the two-man power trip.
Well, because Triple H went after Intercontinental title and he got it.
Yeah, they could do that too.
No.
Two-man power trip. That'd be
Two-man.
sick. Two-man power trip version 2.
They can't co-own the WWE Championship.
They could.
They could, though, but it's not going to happen.
That'd be awesome if they did.
Yeah, it would be, but they're not going to.
And then Shane
Zayn-
McMahon just comes out every week and just gets more pissed off.
I love how he keeps throwing stuff in front of them. That's entertaining because they overcome the odds. And he gets mad at Daniel. He's like, these guys are just causing so much chaos, and you keep giving them title shots.
What they need to do,
Daniel Bryan,
what they need to do is finally have Daniel Bryan turn heel and go with Owens and Zayn and do like a cool like little faction right there.
Well, the rumor was
And they take out Shane McMahon so we can't interfere in them too.
what a lot of dirt sheets were talking about was that they were going to try to make Daniel Bryan be heel so that when he does decide to go back to Indies, that the people in the Indies would hate him because he's a bad guy at last on WWE.
But
that's not going to work.
But whether they're face or heel in WWE means nothing on the Indies because what WWE does means nothing on the Indies.
Yeah. But one thing about Fastlane, I guess. Another match I'm looking forward to. There's only two matches I'm looking forward to.
What?
The WWE title match right there and the tag team titles because I know they will bring the house down.
Well, you know what I was
which
gonna
will
say?
be the Usos and the New Day.
What is even the match card for Fastlane? I mean, they haven't even really been pushing this very much.
No,
except for like the 50-man pack challenge for the WWE title. That's the only thing they've really been pushing. Yeah.
Well, I'm about to pull this up right here. All right.
I mean, I don't even
What are we
really know what
looking
the
at?
full card is, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I don't expect it to be better than Elimination Chamber because they have no gimmick match in this pay-per-view. So, I mean, it's either going to be just as sucky or a little bit more suckier than Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So, I'm just waiting for the next ROH pay-per-view or the next New Japan event.
All right. Here's what we
honest,
have right here.
Way more exciting.
Okay, we have the 50-man challenge match you're talking about with AJ Styles. What the hell?
Woo! Yeah, a little excitement. See, they're trying to pump up the event.
No, they're freaking pop-ups. Stupid.
Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott. Okay, I don't ever remember them.
Tag teams, Usos versus New Day.
Okay. Bobby Roode, Randy Orton. Okay,
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Russo. Becky.
All right, there you go. A perfect word to sum up that match.
What?
Whatever.
Where?
Right there. Up a little bit. See? One of two matches that developed just over 2 weeks. Rusev is mad that Nakamura hurt Aiden English's throat with a knee, and Nakamura accepted his challenge. Whatever. See? That's what I'm saying.
You know what I think is going to happen
here's
here?
another horrible one. Becky Lynch, Naomi versus Carmella and Natalia. Really? Whatever also. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote this article, I love you.
Yeah, this is
Whatever.
CBS right here.
There you go. Whatever.
Yeah. CBS Sports wrote this.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Look at this. Look.
Yeah, he beat Kane in 35 seconds.
What
in a live
happened?
event.
What happened?
He was fighting
Tell me.
Kane. All right, so Brock Lesnar was scheduled to fight Kane at some live event in Chicago, and literally it took like 35 seconds, and he beat Kane.
And fans got mad.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you got the WWE Championship or the WWE Champion, who only works like 3 times a year, and wrestles maybe like 2-minute matches. Comes out and it's like, all right, here we go, house show. Let's, and it's like 35 seconds, done, boom, over. See you later.
Here, you see this picture right here? Here, I'm gonna pull this up, and hopefully we could get this picture here. All right, damn it. No.
Look at that face down there he's making. Look, he's like, oh. There you go. Ah, here's an invitation.
Stupid Samsung.
I thought you have a Samsung.
I do, but I don't like their damn commercials. They keep popping up on my damn computer.
Don't like the commercials. Don't like the pop-ups. Don't like the phone, but yet you own one.
I don't.
He's secretly an Apple guy.
I know. I can't even operate an Apple phone. I hate to say that.
You realize it's more simpler than it is an Android.
No, it's not. It's complicated for me. I'm used to.
Okay,
I'm used to this thing.
How many buttons do you have at the bottom of your phone?
I got.
How many buttons?
I don't.
How many buttons do you got at the bottom?
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have 1. That's how simple it is. You got 3. I only got 1.
I'm used to. I don't like apples. I don't even like the one they gave me for work.
See?
I hate it.
Yeah, so now it's one. I just swipe and it goes side to side. Okay, if I'm
I
in
can
a-
do the same thing with mine.
If I'm in an app, guess what? Boop, home. Look at that, done.
How do you close it? Is if it's in the background?
Double tap, and then just swipe up.
Okay, I tried that and my phone didn't work.
Okay, there you
It
go.
didn't
Look
work.
at that. And if I want to put it, if I want to lock it, the button aside,
Yeah.
boop, locked. See?
Yeah, I get that. I think is a pretty neat feature. That's one feature I do
I mean,
like.
you can't complain the fact that
Yeah.
your work gave you an Apple phone to use. I mean, that's pretty
because it's a
sick.
piece of crap.
No, it's not.
That's all they can afford.
If they were a piece of crap, they wouldn't be selling for like thousands of dollars.
Because I don't support them. I don't support them.
That's like saying like oh, a Ferrari is a piece of crap because I prefer a Lamborghini, and it's like
Whatever. Whatever.
Speaking of which, I still want to drive that Tesla from outer space.
Yeah. Well,
you know why they sent it up there, right?
what?
Because they got a race on Rainbow Road.
I heard something like that. Now look, okay, here. All right, see this picture right here of Brock Lesnar, right there.
Yeah.
All right, capture this right here. Right here. Look, see, capture that picture right here. This right here. Look at his hand. Look at everything in that picture. Capture it.
Okay. What about it?
Capture it. What's going on in the picture? Here it is. It's like Paul Heyman's like, hey Brock, here's your belt. You hold that for a second. I got 35 seconds to whip this guy's butt. You get it now? Capture it. See? He's like, I'll hold the championship. Okay, hold that right there. I'm gonna go whip him in 35 seconds, and I'll be back to take my championship. Hold this for 35 seconds.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
He's like, here, Brock, take this microphone. Put it in my strong hand. Scary Movie 2 reference. Here, let me grab it with my strong hand.
Oh my god! But let me. All right. So now Mania. Let me pull this up here. This is the last WWE thing I want to mention about.
Me and a couple of my coworkers had this quick conversation the other day.
Okay.
And it started out as I didn't think WWE could fuck up a WrestleMania, but the way it's going, it looks like they finally have been able to. The fact that they're putting it's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and the fact that what was the other bad match that they're putting on there? You know what I'm talking? Oh, if they fuck it up with John Cena fighting Nakamura instead of AJ Styles, or put him in the title match, you're literally gonna fuck up WrestleMania.
Well,
literally.
Here's the thing. Okay.
And you know what they said? They actually are getting rid of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Just to let you know.
What? Okay. What Doug say? Let's make it now. The show of shows will be at least 6.5 hours long this year.
6.5 hours of crap. I mean,
now,
to be honest, I think that NXT Takeover is going to do better. It's going to be better than WrestleMania.
It is.
And
it definitely is.
And
gonna be better.
The Ring of Honor next pay-per-view, I think it's Final Battle.
Yeah.
It's going to be better than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
Well, it's like this, man.
And then WrestleMania is going to be like, oh my God, here we are, WrestleMania, greatest show of the whole year on Earth. We got 150,000 million people in attendance tonight. We've got 6.5 hours of just pure crap.
Now it's like this, man. Okay, what WrestleMania? Yeah, the
Superman
card,
punch. Superman punch.
Have you seen?
Spear. See, speared him. Oh my God, barbecue sauce. Roman Reigns has won the title again. He's main event at WrestleMania for the 9th time.
Oh my God! Now,
But the real question is, are we going to see Doggy Rusev?
Doggy Now here's the thing, man. Okay, for WrestleMania this year, okay, have you saw the match cards so far for WrestleMania? There's, I want to point something out. Okay, all right. You probably won't see it. Won't see this like I'm seeing it right now. Okay, but here's the thing. Oh, here we go again. Here we go. Let's do these stupid pop-ups. Okay. All right. I stopped it. I stop it.
Look at you.
Okay.
No,
So
look at me.
What was this put out? Okay.
All right. Now here we go.
So far,
WrestleMania so far.
sorry.
Okay.
It's the showcase of the Immortals.
So far at WrestleMania this year, we have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, which we knew about for a whole damn year.
No.
Okay.
It's horrible.
Then you got AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship.
That'll be a good
Okay.
match. Match of the night, right?
Then
there.
you got the mixed tag of Ronda and Kurt versus Stephanie and Triple H.
Yeah.
You got the Intercontinental Championship with The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Okay. The Cruiserweight Championship will be determined.
That'll be
Now,
in the opening
so
show.
far,
That'll be in the opening show.
okay. All right. I'm more excited about the AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura match. Okay. And a lot of people that's going to be there at WrestleMania are going to be excited about that match is for the fact of the matter is they've already seen these two hook up. What pay-per-view and where was that at, McShaft?
Who?
AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura?
Oh, I remember you talking. Was that SummerSlam?
No.
was that?
It was before both of them were in WWE.
Oh no! Remember they
had.
oh no, that was
you
Finn
didn't
Balor.
listen to the question.
Sorry, that was Finn Balor.
Yeah.
No, there was Wrestle Kingdom a couple of years ago. New
Wrestle
Japan.
Kingdom, what, 11?
I don't know.
I think it was. Okay.
But
Then you got Seth Rollins.
You got to remember too is that they are a little more lenient on what they can do over there in New Japan versus WWE.
Right. Now, you got Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus The Miz.
Get the Miz out of the picture and it'll be a good match.
One of these guys, Rollins or Balor, is going to walk away with the IC belt.
Nope. I think they're going to have the Miz retain
No,
it and
because
piss everyone
Miz's
off.
wife is having, or about that time, she had her baby. So he's going to leave. He's going to want to go be a dad for a while. Okay, he's going to spend time with his baby. Rollins or Balor is going to get the belt.
Seth Rollins.
Now, you also got the Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle versus Stephanie and Triple H.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, out of these four matches, you don't see it, do you? If you just look at for a minute, okay. All right, Kurt Angle, Triple H. Kurt Angle, Triple H.
Two guys that just need to stop wrestling.
Triple H, Kurt Angle. People from my era, the Attitude Era. There you go. You got that match. Attitude Era.
I'm gonna tell you how the match is gonna go.
Now
down.
you got Shinsuke and
hold on.
AJ Styles. Now Shinsuke and AJ Styles, indie fans who were fans of New Japan Wrestling, there's your match right there. Now, for the casual fans, for like Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, the Universe fans, the casuals, like, oh, there's your match. Basically, the match card is messed up for WrestleMania this year, but in a way, if you really look at who's in the matches, there is really something for everyone this year in a messed up way.
Here's how the tag match is going to go. It's going to be majority Triple H and Kurt Angle. They're going to tag in Ronda Rousey. Stephanie's going to be running around the ring trying to avoid her. Rousey's going to get a couple of moves in, and it'll be most likely Rousey that pins Stephanie McMahon. But most of the match is going to be Triple H and Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. I don't expect Ronda to do much anyway.
I do. She's been training for the past 3 months, and now she's got another couple months under her belt. She needs to be doing something.
Yeah, well, but you saw my point right there. It's like, in a messed up way, everyone has a match. Every fan base that watches a WWE WrestleMania, there is something in a way for everybody. Because AJ Styles for Nakamura, indie fans, Universe casual fans, the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match, the post-Attitude Era people, their Angle and Triple H, and then Rollins and Balor, they've wrestled before, haven't they?
Yeah.
Even before WWE.
Yeah.
Right? Where at? Refresh me.
Overseas, I think it was like Insane Championship Wrestling or something like that in New Japan.
He was known as Tyler Black back then still, right?
Seth Rollins was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're familiar with each other. I mean, hell.
I mean, not they didn't wrestle a lot, but yeah,
Right.
I mean, they've wrestled like maybe once or twice.
Yeah. But it's like they're in a messed up way. They got something for everyone, but the card is messed up because it's just in the last 4 years, you know what my favorite WrestleMania was? 30. 30. You know why? It had a good story behind it. Think about it. Okay. You had a really good story. Daniel Bryan, okay, the guy who kept getting pressed down and couldn't do it. Everything was stacked against him for months. It built, and then finally, WrestleMania 30, what I like about that is I love the opening match and the closing match. The opening match with him and Triple H, oh my God. That was fantastic. Daniel Bryan opened WrestleMania and he closed WrestleMania. Okay? And the last match, he ended up walking out of there with the belts, man. That was a good story, the underdog story. You know what I mean? When's the last time you actually seen that in the last 4 years?
Finn Balor.
When?
How he became the underdog from NXT, got to the main roster, won, and became the first Universal Champion.
I'm talking about at WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm talking.
Well, if you really want to dive into it, look at
Oh.
I'm sure I could find something. I just gotta remember the match card, but I'm sure I can find something.
Yeah, but honestly, there's not really been a theme for WrestleMania in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
There's not really been a theme since WrestleMania 30. That's my whole point.
So this year's is going to be crap?
It is. It's going to be crap, but in a messed up, in a way that where different fan bases are going to gravitate towards this match and that match. Okay? I'm already looking forward to AJ Styles and Nakamura match. Okay, that's my main event. Okay, Lesnar Reigns, no. I'm looking forward for Rollins and Balor now since this has been announced because I don't.
It's too bad that Samoa Joe hasn't come back yet.
Well, you know what? Samoa Joe should have been glad that. Thank God he was injured during the Royal Rumble because with Cena, what he did to Elias, getting in the ring and throwing him out quick as he got in, that would have been Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but then we would have at least seen Samoa Joe kick John Cena's ass at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, Joe shouldn't have got hurt, and they shouldn't have booked him in a match with Rhino. Come on now, Yeah. But all right, let's jump out of WWE and let's wind this podcast down talking about ROH. What has been going on with ROH, man?
Well, they got their pay-per-view coming up. The I think it's like Friday, I think it is, before WrestleMania. Main event's going to be Cody Rhodes fighting Kenny Omega, Team Kenny versus Team Cody. I know, right?
Yeah.
They've also, if you haven't tuned into the latest Being the Elite, they've announced that their self-funded pay-per-view All In
Yes.
is going to be taking place in Chicago.
Yes.
On September 1st. That's going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely is.
So Ring of Honor announced their new Honor Club. I think we talked about that last time, did we? Honor Club?
Yeah, we talked about it.
And besides that, they're just kind of getting ready for like their final battle pay-per-view. Dalton Castle still the heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe recently the Kingdom has been feuding with the Bullet Club a little bit, so we'll probably see a nice 6-man tag there with the Kingdom and the Bullet Club, which will be pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
They've been teasing for a while on Being the Elite, Joey Ryan and Hangman, so I'm not sure if they're going to hold that off till All In or add that to like a pay-per-view or something like that. But I'm pretty excited about them two going at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the New Japan world, I believe they just finished up day 2 or day 3 of their New Japan takeover thing they're doing right now. We have new tag team champions. Suzuki Gun won the junior tag team champions from Roppongi 3K.
Yeah.
So Suzuki Gun's got quite a bit of belts there. I think Minoru Suzuki has the Intercontinental title over there, and now they got the junior tag team champions. Also, too, say Cody and Kenny is still teasing their feud over there in New Japan as well. And they played another promo video where Rey Mysterio is still looking to face Juice and Thunder and Liger.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff happening over there.
There is.
See some exciting matches lately with Juice Robinson and David Finlay, which is Finlay's son.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and just a lot of things happening with ROH in New Japan, man. So
apparently, the faction of their Chaos, 2 of their members actually faced off one-on-one at their last event a couple days ago.
Uh-huh.
The heavyweight champion Okada fought Will Ospreay, and they said that match was absolutely amazing.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't remember this. She showed me this here.
Yes. Back in old school Ring of Honor. BJ Whitmer, power bombs, Jimmy Jacobs from the top rope into the crowd.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and I was just like, I had no words to describe that. I mean, that just looks so nasty.
Yeah. That's just crazy.
God.
That is how that happened there. And that is it for the in-ring report, ladies and gentlemen. And we got no phone call. I miss getting the phone calls, man. How we used to do back in the day. I miss those. We don't get them no more.
We haven't paid anybody yet.
Well, I don't know what it is.
What time is it?
It's almost 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30 on a weekday night. That's it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I'm killing the phone number. Thank you for calling, everybody. I love it.
People get ready for work tomorrow. They're in bed.
I know. They are. They definitely are. You've probably seen behind me here or on this counter some stuff.
Oh, I didn't even notice that sitting there.
Good book right
there?
here. This book right here, Corey Taylor, You're Making Me Hate You. Oh my God. He goes off on a rant on everything from California driving to basically waiting in lines at the airport to just fashion and idiots. I'm 3 chapters left. I got 3 chapters left, man. And it's been fantastic. I'm on the chapter right now. It's called Children of Clods. Talking about standing in line at the airport. And right there, that's his new book I picked up at Barnes & Noble the other
what's
day.
What's that one about?
That one? You'll love it. I haven't started it yet. I bought it. I had to get it. I love reading books about musicians, man. I love it. For some reason, I love reading the biographies. There were so many biographies in Barnes & Noble that I wanted to get that I was like, damn, man. There's just so many good books. I wanted to get Bruce Dickinson's new one, his autobiography. I seen this one right here, the America 51 by Corey Taylor. Show that off to the camera right there, McShaft. No, right here. This camera. Right there. Right there. That's Corey Taylor's new one. I not read it yet. I just got it. I'm looking forward to it, but as soon as I get done, I'm 3 chapters finished with this one. As soon as I get done with the You're Making Me Hate Me. You're Making Me Hate You. I'm going to start America 51. Does that not sound good?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I had to get it. Definitely have to get it. And I picked that up right there at Publix. I haven't read this one yet either. Time Magazine. 40 Years of Star Wars. Just a lot of stuff, man. Just different things, talking about Star Wars to just a lot of stuff. Does that keep falling?
Yeah.
What? Oh, well, here. Watch. Here. Watch. We'll go like this.
I can just hold it.
Yeah. We'll tighten it.
Got to break in those new mic stands.
Yeah. What do you think of them?
It's very adaptable. Oh, there it goes again.
Well, that's why
people
you
can't
adjust
see this.
That's why you adjust that right there, like that. You see?
Your mic is drooping.
Yeah. Look.
Where'd it go? Hold on. It keeps drooping.
It does.
You may need a pill for that.
Well, it's like this, man.
Wait a minute.
Here.
You unplugged it.
All right. There we go. And then you gotta fix this right here.
Is everyone seeing this? He's fixing my mic. Twisting stuff. Watch, I'll touch it and it'll break again. Like, pew!
Oh my God! Well, this is what you do with the mic right here. That's why you move this around like
okay,
that.
I'll leave that up. I'll just talk like this.
Yeah, right there. You see, I got mine like this. You know, if I can adjust it. Oops, I bumped myself in the face with it.
Mine just keeps drooping over.
Like that. Well,
Pew!
you see, you just
Yeah.
you just gotta adjust it. That's all you gotta do. You gotta adjust it how you need it. But yeah, that's pretty much right there. Everything I've been doing right there. I'm as of lately. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this podcast. Yeah, we've been on quite a while. So, you know what? I'm going to hit the outro music here. That's right. All right. Want to thank Chris Carnage from the Chris Carnage Show and my co-host for jumping on and hanging out.
I'd like to thank Spanish Danzig.
Spanish Danzig. He is McShaft
His
on
hips
Twitter
don't lie.
at Real McShaft.
That's right.
That's
and my
right.
alter ego, Cody, is also the host of the podcast Forking Around with Cody.
That's right, yeah.
Alter ego is here. See that?
And I'm Everett Lee. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheEverettLeeShow, Facebook.com/TheEverettLee. Stop by
Please
there.
do
and
not send
click
him
the
any
like
more gay
button.
porn. He does not like gay porn.
And also, Podcast City Network. You can check out this show and other great shows on the Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net. You can check out ELS Uncut, Films of Classic, Fork Around with Cody, The Grimlock Show, The Chris Carnage Show, Imaginarium with Scott and Todd, and also you could check out Super Radio Brothers, all on the Podcast City Network. Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a network of multiple shows, not one show.
Exactly.
Sure, people will understand what I just said.
Yes. I'm Everett Lee.
I am the real McShaft.
That's right. We will see you again next week for another episode of The Everett Lee Show. Oh no.
Oh, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
We're still on.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na.